Gate. Stop Telston going through there. Make my life a little bit easier. I've done this.
And he's got it written down and he's getting fuzzy.
G'day guys, Paul, Perth 4befour Adventures, and welcome to our first proper adventure in the Hilux. So we're looking forward to this. We're actually, because we haven't been out for a while and we haven't got any plans for the rest of the year, we're actually heading to the pub for lunch, as the title of this video suggests. So we're out here in the bush, forest, national park, whatever this area is called. Done a little bit of research on it, and there is a pub somewhere on the other side of all this bush, and we're going there for lunch, and we're going to put a plan together for the rest of the year for our trips, and decide whether we're going to do tag-alongs for next year. But that's a whole different story and a whole different ball game, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So first real adventure for the Hilux, for me and the Hilux. You'll notice the paint looks a little bit flat. That's because I've got bush barriers on it, and they're not there to protect the car, they're there to protect me, because if I scratch it, the wife will kill me. So there you go. Alright, you're going to drop some air out of the tyres, and we're going to head on up that road right there. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, all aired down. Now, I have never been to this area before and I don't know what is in store, so I've just gone down to 20 in the front and 22 in the back, and we will see what happens. Now, I'm not going to tell you where we are, I'm just going to film it. So it's a bit of an area that people don't talk much about, and we don't really want to put it out there as to where it is. So yeah, we're just going to cruise through this bushland and find our way to the pub so we can plan the rest of our year. So come along with us, enjoy the ride, and I hope you enjoy the first adventure in the Highlands.
Holding my tongue, climbing the rungs. Everyone here's got agendas. Doomed by desire, the world's on fire. Still trying to find where we'll end up. And I don't believe in hell. We do this to ourselves. So what are you so afraid of? There ain't no cause for concern. Don't
Alrighty, well, so far so good. A couple of interesting puddles on the way in, and now a bit of a decent hill descent, I believe, down towards the river. So the gate is open, so obviously you're allowed to come through here. A couple of people camped. Brad likes his first gear low range. There you go. I'm just driving.
For the bloke behind you that's in second gear low range.
So yeah, all right. Let's see what's down the bottom of this hill. Oh, this could look interesting up here. Yeah, not too bad. This is me going downhill. Coming back up, it could be a very different story, but you know, we'll see how we go. Doesn't look too bad.
Looks a bit more fun.
Ooh, there's a bit of a drop off here. Not too many places I can stop and get out and film here, so we'll just have to rely on the outside camera, I'm afraid. But yeah, looks like a decent descent down to the bottom here. Could be very interesting trying to come back up again, but we'll see if we have to come back up this way. The aim is to get through to the pub, so although it is a bit early, it's only 10 o'clock, so never mind, we'll keep chugging along. Oh, but it would be good if we have to go back up though. Alright, let's see what's down here.
Never a why, just choose a side, yeah. So many hills left to die on. No equity for enemies, no. We can't let bygones be bygones.
I don't know. Sometimes I just feel tired.
What are you so afraid of? There ain't no cause for concern. Yeah. What are you so afraid of? It's just the world is gonna burn. When all is going up in flames.
Righty-ho, we have reached the river. Now the river's fairly flowing, but famous last words, it doesn't look all that deep from here, but you never know. We'll just go. Now the problem with being in winter is you've always got shoes and jeans on, so walking through water is the last option. But it doesn't look that deep. Famous last words. Pretty sure I can see the bottom through there. It is flowing a bit though. Oh, I guess we'll get our feet wet and see what it's like. You just wait for me to fall over, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, first roadblock, there is a gate. Stops us from going through there. So it looks like we've got to go back across the river and find another way through, which is all part of the adventure. So we'll see how we go. There's another track just around to the right here. We're going to follow that up and see where that goes. So, looks a little bit interesting to start with.
Setting all his switches up and he's getting his climate air set up in his Hilux.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting that locker turned on that he's got.
Touch up the makeup because he's got to use
Oh,
full
yeah.
drive.
Easy does it.
Alright, we've just walked the track a little bit just to see where it actually goes, because it feels like we're just zigzagging along the river. There's a few really nice camp spots along here. Just get over these rocks. The track seems to disappear between some very large rocks, but it's okay. We can do this, I think. You have to remember I've got a bit of extra clearance now, so I'm still getting used to that. Whereas in the Jeep I would have been scratching and scraping my way through here, but all good so far. Anyway, let's see how we go.
Which one?
Right hand side.
Yeah, it's full of mud again, Chuck.
I journey through the darkness, through the deepest and the hardest. I wear the scars like tattoos, every single break and bruise, so I know what the cost is. I'll go through anything to get where I wanna be. Nothing you throw at me gonna knock me off of my feet.
I reckon photo here and then turn around and maybe go out.
With that.
Alright, so the track we're currently following ends up there. Some awesome little spots along the river here. It's really good. So we're just going to make our way back out now. Let's see if we can't find another way through to the pub. Forgot where I put the camera. Alright, remember that hill I said on the way in that could be very interesting going back out? Well, this is it. Locker is in and we will see how we go. Not too bad actually. It looks worse than it is. Easy peasy. There we go. Good car. Well done. And there we go, interesting little hill back out. Now we have come back out the way we came. We're going to find an alternative route, but we will get to the pub, mark my words. We will get there, because it's almost lunchtime, so if I don't see you beforehand, we'll see you there.
So if you want it, you gotta be ready to play, 'cause I'll go through anything, and you're gonna have to go through me. You're walking it like you're Goliath, but do you really wanna try it? They tell me that you're 10 feet tall. They tell me you can.
Alrighty, so we will have to do a little bit of bitumen just out there to get into the pub. Not quite sure how far it is, but a little bit up road, but that's alright. We'll air up here. Now on my way out I might film a little bit of a walk around of the inside of the vehicle and that for the Patreon viewers, because I have done some things on the inside which I haven't shown anybody yet. That'll be exclusive to the Patreon guys for now. So if you want to be a Patreon and get exclusive content like that, head over to Patreon, and you can, any one of the level 2 tiers and up will get you to exclusive content. But I'll just show you something that I have done. I engage the services of Sean from West Coast 4x4 Creations, and to make my life a little bit easier, I've done this. Yes, I got him to put some power into the tub so that I could mount my compressor in there and pump up straight away, so it could be a bit easier for me. But as for the rest of it, head on over to Patreon, you'll see some stuff there. Alright, cheers guys.
Glary or something. Or did we just hold his
And
pond?
Holly just puts her glass right in front of me.
She's a pro. That's it, Canal the Homestead, which is the car graveyard. The caves, you've got a couple of other points of interest. Then
He's a quarter of a beer in and things are getting fuzzy already. And he's got it written down, he's getting fuzzy.
you've got to read it.
Alright guys, well that is pretty much it for this adventure. As I said earlier, the main purpose of this trip was to plan the rest of our calendar for the remaining half of 2022, which we have now done. We've got some interesting trips planned, and we have a massive trip planned at the end of the year. We are taking off somewhere on Boxing Day of all days for about 2 weeks. I'm not going to say where we're going, but I cannot wait to get on that trip. But in the meantime, we've got a fair few trips planned, day trips and overnight trips. We've got a few tag-alongs in between there and a few beginners days that we've planned as well. So that is all done. So planning lunch was a success. Decided to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Without you this would not be possible, and you may or may not have had a hand in making us being able to afford that lunch, so thank you very much to all those people that are on screen now. So alright, we will see you guys on our next adventure. Cheers.
I'll go through anything.